the thing that also gets me is that it's the cozy living aesthetic thing that they have going on. But there's too many damn steps. I can't follow that because you lost me at 5.
Just sit the hell down and just be quiet for a little bit.
Eat a taco.
My dogs do it all the time. I'll put them on video if you need to see how to do it. This is Big Dink Energy, the pickleball podcast that's half insight, half nonsense, and all entertainment. If you love pickleball, don't take yourself too seriously and think a little trash talk makes the game better, welcome home. This is the place where life and pickleball intersect. We celebrate the chaos, call out the nonsense, and put the fun back in dysfunction. You're either in or you're out. And if you're still listening, you're in. So let's go. Big Dink Energy starts now. Is this the real life?
Is it just fantasy?
No, you're wrong. It's the BDE podcast. Big Dink Energy coming into your ear holes live right now, free of charge, but not necessarily free because we have a sponsor. Yeah, we're professional. Listen, a quick story. Dink and Dash is a pickleball app. It is, but it's not built for people obsessing over stats and rankings. There's other apps for that. It's for the people who remember the laughs more than the score, the random rec night partners, the inside jokes, the how the heck did we end up playing for 4 hours nights, the courts, road trips, and people you don't want to forget, all there in the Dink and Dash app. Track your games. Tag your pickle pals. Earn badges. Save them memories. It's free. No ads. No upsells. No annoying pop-ups. If pickleball has ever become more about the people than the points, this app is for you. Go search Dink and Dash in the App Store or Google Play. That's Dink and Dash in the App Store or Google Play. So, I don't know if you guys follow social media other than our page. I always follow our page first. But there is something going on right now, a massive trend taking over social media. And I think we arrived at it early. We were doing this really early on, all of us. And it's slow living is what it's called, or cozy aesthetic, if you want to, zhuzh it up a little bit like that. But after years of hustle culture, rise and grind, BS, and all that, people are now romanticizing doing absolutely nothing. I've been reading that book for a long time. I've been romanticizing the heck out of doing nothing for a long time. They're posting videos of themselves and folding laundry mindfully, just sitting in a chair, pensively staring out the window. The cozy aesthetic.
So I agree with a little bit of this, but I don't agree with all of it.
Okay.
So I absolutely love, the peace and just the predictability of life and just where I am at in my life. That's how, pickleball, that's one of the things, it's like
Right.
Not a lot of people play pickleball at our age or whatever, but it's now become that thing that I really enjoy. I do like watching my hummingbird feeder and,
Right.
Those type of things. But like the sitting in the chair and just looking out the window, I think they did that for 15 seconds for TikTok. I don't think people are literally just sitting and staring out a window for an hour. Like I don't mind looking and, at the birds and drinking my coffee, reading a book and, but I don't know that people are just.
Mr. Beast didn't get to 1 million and whatever downloads every single day by being sitting in a chair looking out a window.
So I understand having that peace and the calm, but don't post 15 seconds of you just, sitting in a chair and be like, I love my life of what? Like you did this for 15 seconds. Like there's other, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's the whole thing in TikTok. I've got to find the next thing. Stratton and I, my son Stratton and I were talking a little bit about this because he's in the gym culture and people are just inventing ways to work out. Like instead of grabbing a weight, they have cuffs and they hook the D-ring to the cuff. And so it was a whole thing. So this is just another form of rebranding. This is I'm too tired to go out.
Right.
It's cozy aesthetic.
Right. This is literally just being at home, which, being at home used to be like, okay, this is where you would sleep. But now that is an experience now, is being at home.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm all for that life. But isn't this just like retirement? Like, is that what retired people do? And now it's just early on in life that now you're just starting to do the things you love and appreciate everything that you took for granted.
Now, these are the same people that were #hustle harder. And look at me doing all the things, going into the big city, going to my office, and they're just now they've lost some followers or they're trying to gain new followers. I don't know, but it seems like just everything needs to be rebranded because of social media.
That's what I think it is. It really is a rebrand because, yes, everyone loves a good scented candle. Everyone loves when your space is clean, when the lighting is perfect, when you have your big, cozy, chunky blanket.
Yeah, I love that. Puzzle chess. We played chess the other day, my son and I yesterday, and we were just hanging out playing chess, and it was fun. But I mean, I'm not going to like videotape myself doing it and be like, I just love, and it's like, no, because I hustled my ass off that morning. So.
Exactly. So like my cozy time is not a cozy aesthetic. That's the time that I am recovering. That is so that I am not because if I don't have my cozy time, which is typically on my Sundays, I have my self-care Sundays because I have to reset. And I have to be able to come into the work week just, okay, now we're here.
I think that time ebb and flows. Like you're going to have your hustle time, you're going to have your, downtime. But I think what happened is let's just say women in general, because the majority of them are women.
I agree.
I believe this is my opinion. So I believe
Don't at us in the comments.
that all the hashtag girl boss women are like hashtag effing tired. I'm not doing it no more. So it's the girl bosses from 10, 15 years ago, just going to say I was one of them, that are now like hashtag tired, hashtag no, I'm not doing it.
Hashtag I'm burnt out.
I think we just all were of that hustle culture. And, I definitely believe in grace over grind now. And, if things don't get done, oh well, at this point.
Yeah, no, it's not generational, but it is the so-called influencers who finally figured out that grinding yourself into dust has actual consequences eventually. You can do it in your 20s for sure.
You'll either end up on medication or in a hospital or in the ground.
Or taking a little snack bag with you everywhere you go.
Right.
Call back to another podcast.
Or it's either that or they realized like, oh, if we jump on this trend, we'll get a whole different market, But I mean, in general, I am all for enjoying peace and quiet and comfy and whatever. If you like to garden or read a book, just the slow life things. I think slowing down, number one, lowers your cortisol. So that hashtag great. And, I think that life is good for people, but I think it just happens naturally as you get older, and the younger generation is just like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Because they seem really happy.
Or are they trying to game it too? So is it gaming the system too? Like it's another thing we have to be perfect at. Look at how we're relaxing. We're so perfect in our relaxing.
That's the other thing I don't understand about social media is like the get ready with me or whatever, which I'm all over social media. So I'm not trying to say anything bad. What I am asking a real question. Like, do they set up their camera and then pretend to lay down, or is it videotaping them all night and then they actually wake up?
No, it's totally staged. Yeah. Like there are people who are like, okay, this is how I do my get ready with me.
Okay.
And you see, like they'll set it up and then like they'll go to bed and then they get up and then they fix their camera and then it's like, okay, I'm getting up in the morning and in the perfect little stretch.
Right, and I'm like, that's
with your perfect hair curls and your full face of makeup.
That's not real. Like you didn't videotape yourself for the 8 hours and actually get up.
Right.
So I'm also feeling that way about Cozy Chair. Like, were you really sitting there and then someone came by and was like, let me get a nice, cute picture of you? Or did you stage this whole thing with your fireplace and your...
It's 100% staged. But the thing that also gets me is that it's the cozy living aesthetic thing that they have going on. But there's too many damn steps.
Yeah.
That does not make it slow living anymore.
I get overwhelmed with trying to follow your cozy routine because I can't follow that because you lost me at 5. I just want to sit down and take a breath. I don't want to have to make sure that my candle warmer lamp thing is working and that I have this turned down to this level and
I didn't know it included. I technically
it's
have
all the
not.
staging. It's all the staging.
It's too much.
Just sit the hell down and just
take
be quiet for a little bit.
Eat a taco.
No, it is all performative. That's all it is. It's all performative. Life is too loud, too fast, too much at all times. Taking some downtime is just smart. I don't need you to start a whole TikTok trend on it.
And respectfully, if you're taking downtime and you're taking that time to yourself to truly relax, to recenter yourself, to get yourself ready, you're not recording it, because then when you're done, then you have to turn around and edit it. You're making more work. You're not actually slowing down. You're not actually being cozy. You are putting on a performance.
Because really the definition of slowing down is not making content.
Not making content.
I can tell you that right now. Content takes a lot of work.
It does. And the editing and all of it. And so it's like, okay, well, I just recorded myself doing all of this for the past hour. Now I've got to cut it down to a 30-second clip and pretend like I am the cozy queen.
So you need cozy time after your cozy time content.
Oh, so when you leave here, Paddle Princess becomes cozy queen. I love it. I love it.
I go home and go straight to bed.
So I'm not against it. Let's just say I'm not against it. I am 100% for it.
Right.
I just don't know what they're displaying on TikTok is really what you need to be doing at home. You just need to live your life, be, silent and quiet, and enjoy the small little things. Enjoy life for what it is. And
I'm going to call it what it is.
What?
At least from my perspective, stolen valor. I've been doing this for a while. It's stolen valor. You're just being performative about it.
It is very performative. I can
cozy like nobody else.
You can.
It's performative, and it's also, it's just fake. Like, if we want to call it what it is, it's fake. It is absolutely fake. No one is putting that much energy into being cozy and slowing down. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it's putting, like, it makes other, especially young and impressionable women, think that this is how they are supposed to be. So then they're going and spending money on the perfect candle warmer, the perfect blanket, the perfect chair that they saw, and all of this stupid stuff. And it's like, just get in your bed and lay under your covers.
Right. It's super simple. Sit down.
My dogs do it all the time. I'll put them on video if you need to see how to do it.
I love that.
Let us know. Get up in the BDEpodcast.com and all of our socials. Tell us what you think. Are you stolen valor and trying to get into this cozy aesthetic, or have you been there all along? Let me dig all the way into the bottom here. Jeff loves it when I make noises on the mic like that. That pickleball gal says in our fan mail bag, that pickleball gal says, thank you for elevating voices on your platform. It means a lot. It's encouraging to see more voices and more content being created by everyday people who love the sport. You've nailed us. That's us for sure. Thanks, that pickleball gal.
Just the tip. Quick pickleball wisdom, in and out before you know it. An expensive paddle will not replace training and drilling, but Poor Sport apparel might. So can you guess who our tip is from? Poorsport.shop on Instagram.
I love their stuff.
It's cute.
Yeah. I was wearing their long sleeve the other day. It's awesome.
Just the tip.
It's time for Pickle Pals.
Well, this is a big one for us. From reality TV to pickleball courts, our guests spent years managing daughters. You've seen them, I know that, through Dance Moms drama. All of the drama. Raised two superstars, of course, built 4 million follower platform, discovered pickleball. Melissa is with us, the mom of Maddie and Mackenzie, host of Dear Dance Mom podcast, and Pittsburgh's newest pickleball player. Thank you so much for being on the Big Dink Energy podcast.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited because everything about my life is pickleball now, and everybody knows that. I even have a pickleball closet just for my clothes.
Hey, listen, if you're over 40 and your body is starting to file complaints, we get it. We live it. From pickleball to peptides and everything in between. Between the four of us, we've spent years figuring out what actually works. And we put it all in one place for you at bdepodcast.com/over40. That's bdepodcast.com/over40. Now, back to the show. Well, yeah, you met my wife, and we've been fans forever. She owns a dance, gymnastics, ninja, cheerleading studio, and so we've grown up with Dance Moms. We've grown up with your daughters, too. And so it's kind of a fangirl moment for her, and then she says, oh, yeah, she's a pickleball player. We love her, and she's going to be on the podcast. I was like, okay. And then here we are today, and I'm just so excited to have you on, because I've watched your girls go through the craziness of of their life at that time and blossom into these superstars that they are now. But you're a superstar in your own right with your podcast and doing pickleball. I mean, my gosh.
Oh, that's so sweet. I mean, I loved your wife. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love her energy. And
she's the worst person.
I mean, it's just, she was super fun. And I love that she didn't take it very seriously.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, we're definitely for the rec players. I am just always out here waiting for Duper to say, hey, we need a solid 1.5. And I am there. I'm going to be their spokesperson for that. So we got to know, how did you go from the craziness of dance moms to now, the pickleball player?
So funny enough, I don't even know when, Jill and I decided, let's play pickleball at my country club. And I was like, oh, this is really fun. And then she's like, a few months later, I didn't play for months and months and months. She goes, you have to join Pickleball Harbor. And I'm like, oh, I don't like to play indoors. No. So I said, okay, I'm going to join for the exercise. So I almost quit because I was like, how do I play with people? I would literally go in and play with the ball machine. So I would go in the morning and literally play with the ball machine for an hour. I'm like, I'm never making friends. Boo-hoo.
Way less feedback from the ball machine.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I played in a drop-in and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so hard. And everybody at the drop-in was so good and I was so bad. And they were so nice to me. And I was like, okay, this might work. So I started taking lessons from Jill from Dance Mom, her husband. So I literally took a lesson every week and I still do. And I adore him. He's the best. And now I'm obsessed and I'm playing in my first tournament on Saturday.
Wow, that's amazing. And you famously say you're powered by friendship and pickleball. And I can tell that automatically just comes across in everything you do.
It's crazy. I think that once you turn like 50, and Andre Agassi said this, literally I watch pickleball. If I'm not,
yes,
I
me too.
watch it because it makes you better. And Andre Agassi said it best. He's like, when you're 50 or above, you don't generally make new friends. I have made so many new friends. I actually want to be in Pittsburgh because of my pickleball friends.
Yeah. And I tell people all the time who haven't tried it, okay, I mean, at least go out and show up. And as soon as you step on that court as a new person, it's like a moth to a flame. People come around you, the community puts their arms around you, and everybody's willing to teach and talk and show. And it's just so freaking phenomenal.
And we said it today because I played, of course, this morning. I play every morning from 8 to 10, and then I'll play at night 5 to 7. And I'm in a league starting on Thursday, too, at our club. But we always thank each other. We're like, thank you for this opportunity to be together. And sometimes people are having a bad day, and then we all rally. And it is the most amazing community.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And, I'm still in law enforcement, prior military, and I really try to encourage the guys in those cohorts to get out there and try it because there's nothing else for your mental health that's quite like it. I mean, you can do all the counseling and all that kind of stuff. That's one-on-one. But in the pickleball community, the only other community I found that's very similar is the Harley Davidson motorcycle rider community.
Oh, that's
where you're not going to be broken down on the side of the road for more than 2 seconds before another bike pulls up, And it's the same in the pickleball community. You're not going to be broken down on the side of the court before people are just surrounding you and picking you back up.
Yeah, and that's what it is for us. And Kevin Henry, he's my partner that I'm playing with on Saturday. He was a tennis player and he's so good and he has taught me so much. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? And he coaches me as we're playing. I'm very competitive now.
Of course.
Yes.
No, we've never seen that come across the screen anywhere else before. So it was hard for us to figure out you're competitive.
I'm actually playing in the ladder league at Pickleball Harbor too with Kevin, and we're at 95% right now.
Dang. Holy moly.
In the lead.
You are competitive. So kind of like, is there anything that translates from the show, from Dance Mom show to the pickleball court or in your new pickleball life that has really carried over?
For sure. Competitiveness. Like, it's really funny. I'm like, I wish, and this is what I said yesterday. I was like, I wish I would have started playing pickleball when my girls were little girls. Because I would be like a 6.5.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you'd be out there with Agassi for sure.
I would be playing with Annalie and right.
I love that you brought up Agassi because that's my generation too. I watched him on the court. I watched McEnroe on the court, and of course, I think McEnroe was saying, I'm not going to do pickleball. Now here he is, fully entrenched in pickleball. And I love his little crash outs. Not as bad as he used to be, but I love seeing that. Yeah. So people who listen to the podcast and know who you are not going to let me live it down if I don't ask, like, tell us a little bit about the show, and kind of the drama there and what it was really like back in those days.
I mean, it was pure hell, honestly. I mean, we look back now and like tomorrow I'm filming with the next 3 days. It's going to be Christy, Kelly, and Jill and I. So we have done this Pillow Talk. It's called Pillow Talk. And, we had a lot of drama on the show and we were all friends prior, except Jill. She was a newbie. But we were friends for years before Dance Moms came along. So, we had that friendship prior to all the drama on the show. The show really pulled us all apart. But what's crazy is we're all back together again. And what I love is Christy and I didn't talk for years.
No.
It's so funny because and she always says this and I say this, we would kill for each other. Like,
right.
No one knows what we've been through. And when we get together, it's like old times. Like we lay on each other,
That's awesome.
We do each other's makeup. We're always fixing each other. It's just funny. I mean, it's like...
Well, trauma bonding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. And then to see your daughters just becoming superstars, getting all the way through that and becoming superstars in their own right is fantastic too, because that industry, you just see so many horror stories and bad endings coming out of those things. So to hear you say that and then to also see your daughters out there just living their best life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic.
And I'm so lucky with my girls. We're so close and I'm still in their shit. I mean, I know how to work them. I know when they want me there and when they don't, but they always come to me. I don't question them. I don't tell them what to do. I know how they are. If they ask me, I'm there. But I'm always there for them.
Yeah.
But I don't give them unsolicited advice because I think that's why our family works so well. But if they need my advice,
always right there as a safety net.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. And we kind of our kids are free range. We're homeschoolers, free range, wide open, 16 and 13, and it's really worked for us. The structure of school did not work for them and for us. We tried it, but
I love homeschool. My husband retired at 58 because he saw what was happening on sets. The girls' education was like, you should see in Hollywood, huh?
Oh gosh, yeah.
It's a joke with school. So, he did the curriculum of our school and they had books and they had to sit in their seats and, and then if they had to work, they didn't do school that day,
Yeah. Yeah. And they get school whenever, it's appropriate to get school. We're not bogging them down. We're not putting them in a box or a cubicle and saying, sit here for 8 hours a day.
Oh gosh.
All the things, So with the Pillow Talk and the Dear Dance Mom, the podcast and all that, does pickleball flow into that as well? Do the girls play? Let's start there.
Well, Jill plays. Jill's very, very good at pickleball because her husband is amazing. Like he's the best. He's my coach and he's just amazing. He was a tennis player.
Wow.
Jill and I saw each other this morning. I play from 8 to 10 and she typically does too. I play every day. She doesn't play every day, but almost every day. But she has a different group.
And so on the podcast and stuff, does that come in like, hey, it's time for pickleball or anything like that?
Well, we work around our schedule. So we play till 10. So we usually start filming at 10:30 for her. But I'm going to miss pickleball for 3 days in a row. But actually, I'm going to play a little later on Thursday because we have to film. But
oh, nice. So now you're also into baking and cooking and gardening and crafting and all the things. How do you find time for that? What's your time management, I guess, look like? Because people are like you and like me, and time is limited. I want to get in pickleball. So how do you find the time for the other stuff too?
Well, so it's funny. I'm a very scheduled person. I basically eat the same food every day. I do the same. I'm so type A. That's where Maddie gets it from. I play pickleball. I get up at 6 usually, or even earlier whenever my dog gets up. I leave the house at 7:30. I like to be at pickleball a little bit early. I finish and do my podcast in the morning when, once a week, maybe twice a week, sometimes. But I do not sit. My rule is I do not sit until 9 o'clock at night. And sit meaning I eat dinner, of course, but it's my rule. I don't watch TV. I don't do anything until 9 o'clock. And I'm gardening because I just planted 56 pots. And I did a lot of seeds myself. I planted like 2,000 seeds this year.
Wow. Holy moly.
Yeah. So I have to share them with everybody, which is wonderful. But I watch pickleball on Pickleball TV as I'm planting my flowers.
I think it's probably not much longer before we see you with some Meta glasses or something like that so you can watch it in your glasses while you're doing all the stuff you do.
Yes. But my whole life, it's kind of crazy. It kind of revolves around my pickleball. In the morning, I think about it, and at night, I watch it before I go to bed.
So we were a pretty strong day like that too. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night is bedtime, visiting with each other and all that. But with content creation, that's almost a full-time job all by itself. How do you manage to work that in? Or you just, do you schedule that? Do you script it? Not down to the letter, but hey, I need to film this today or these two things today.
Well, so my friend Michelle, she does all my editing for everything. She really helps me a lot when I have like a brand deal. I'm like, and I try to be as authentic as possible. And I don't do any brand deals that I don't really believe in because I don't think that's smart to do. And you can really tell when I'm very passionate about something, but
right.
I kind of loosely script because you kind of have to give it to the brand.
You do.
Just to say, this is what the concept is and this is what I'm going to do. And sometimes they even ask what you're going to wear. And I'm like,
right.
Okay, athletic wear.
Yeah. Something I can go from here to pickleball in.
I literally, when I play in the morning and night, I just keep my outfit on all day. And then I wear my gloves when I garden or no gloves. But yeah, I do my YouTubes once a week. And like this past week, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Friday. Because I usually do it. I try to schedule that Tuesday or Wednesday. And for some reason, I didn't look at my calendar. I had to quickly do my YouTube. And it's not scripted at all.
Yeah.
I just kind of do it.
No, and if anybody, and I recommend everybody go over there and take a look at that. It is, you can tell you're genuine. There's so many people that are fake. You can tell it's really scripted down to the letter, down to, I've got to put this sponsor in here, this product placement in here. But everything that, even on the podcast, it comes across is everything's just genuine. And that's, it's refreshing because I've done some things in the law enforcement world, protecting certain celebrities and stuff, and they're just so fake. Everything about them is fake. And so I just do want to say that that's very refreshing that you come across so genuine in everything you do.
Thank you. Like we did our podcast yesterday and we're like, okay, what are we going to talk about? And then we just start literally just talking, and we talk about nothing but so much, at the same time.
Yeah.
We have our little things that we do, like what's for dinner or what's the top of the pyramid and, our products. We do kind of the same thing, but you just never know what's coming out of our mouths.
Yeah. And I do a fair bit of public speaking too. And that's what I tell the audience every time is, hey, you're going to be just as surprised as I am what comes out of my mouth. Because, I have a general path that I want to go down, but who knows what's going to come out.
I have to tell you the story. So my sister worked for the police department. She was a dispatcher.
Okay.
And I was 6 years younger than her. So I would come to the police station all the time. And all the officers there, they were like my big brothers. They made me so afraid of drugs. Like, I would see a pill. What's that pill? Still to this day because of them. But they got me into bars before I was 21. Back in the day.
Yeah. That's right.
It was very different than it is today.
Yeah, and I got to imagine it's kind of tough for my kids. My son started driving now, and so he's been stopped a couple times. And as soon as they see his license, oh, I know your dad. And so I don't know if that's something they like or they don't like, but I do know at any point they got eyes on them when they're at least in the area where I am.
Well, I grew up in New Holland, Pennsylvania, the smallest town in the world, I feel.
Yeah, other than Altoona, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. But Officer Getz, I could call him on the payphone and say, I ran out of gas. My dad's going to kill me. Or my car, I left my car keys in the car. Can you come? My keys. Yeah. And two of the cops were actually pallbearers at my mom's funeral.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah, I wish we could, and I try to as much as possible do that community policing aspect that we used to do so well back in the day, especially in small towns where, everybody knew everybody, and I just happened to have a uniform on, and I happened to be able to have some, say in what goes on. But it was all about helping people and community just surrounding each other like that. I do love that. that, but as we're getting bigger and bigger in cities, it's hard to do.
Yeah, but we loved our cops because they always watched out for us from our parents.
Yeah. Probably needed to pay them extra to handle you all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the Pittsburgh pickleball scene, is it exploding? Is it good? Is it bad? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, in my opinion, I feel like it's exploding because it's everywhere. We went, I play at Pickleball Harbor and I love it there. And then I also play at my country club. I'm playing Thursday night league there. And then we went to Level Up. It's in I think it's in Cannesburg. That place is unbelievable. It has a restaurant, a bar, a speakeasy.
Wow.
And you play pickleball. And I think they have 12 courts. It's too far away. But I want to add Pilates to our pickleball studio so bad.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to
Well,
do that.
Stephanie is bringing Booty on the Court to PickleCon this year. And obviously being a dance teacher, it's just natural for her, but it's just a fun, high energy. Let's get out here and shake our booties. You don't have to be a great... PickleCon is... you don't know about that?
No, I'm coming.
Oh, yeah. We're going to send you all the information on that.
Yeah.
We're going to send you. Yeah, absolutely. Come hang out at our booth. We're going to have a booth.
Oh, was it in Texas?
No. It's... is it in Kansas? Kansas or Missouri?
So do you play pickleball too?
Yeah. It's a whole... think of a Comic-Con where you got everybody there and dressed up and all that kind of stuff. It's like a PickleCon. It's the major courts going on, activations, you're going to love it.
Well, so it's funny. Carol, who is our pro at Pickleball Harbor, is amazing. I see her every morning and we talk so much pickleball. And the other day she's like, hey, there's a new Selkirk paddle and there's just a limited edition. I wanted to see if you wanted it. I said, yes. I didn't even look at it. And it's another boomstick. And I love the handle because it's down. I said, yes. And she goes, okay. I'm like, you know me. I'm just going to say yes to the best.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah. Stephanie's, if she hasn't purchased it yet, she's getting a boomstick for sure.
It's the best.
She's tried one and she fell in love with it. And now the big thing on our social media is she's trying on all these shoes and just trying to find the right pickleball shoe.
Oh, I'm a shoe girl. I mean, I have 5 pickleball shoes now, and my New Balance Cocos are the best.
That's the ones, huh?
Yeah, because they have support, and so I bought 2 of them because I need support on my ankle.
Yeah, okay, I'll let her know to try. As she's ordered, I know. She said, "Don't be worried or alarmed. There's going to be a lot of boxes of shoes coming to the house."
I've done it.
Anytime she preempts something like that, I know to be worried.
Well, I think I bought 10 pairs, and I sent back 8.
Yeah. That's what you got to do. Because, the shoe shopping anymore is just, it's not like it used to be.
You can't just go. I'm like, I went to Dick's. We have a really huge Dick's. I drove 45 minutes to go to it. They had 1 pickleball shoe and I already had it. It was the Coco. And I want different colors because I have to match all my outfits.
That's right. That's the most important. I look for that too.
Yes, of course.
No, I'm the guy. I show up in whatever shirt I can find that's not dirty and swim shorts sometimes. So it's not me.
Yeah, it's all fashion about me. I love all the cute clothes.
Of course. Does your husband play?
No, but he'll play in the driveway with me because I have a net and our driveway's perfect. So he'll hit back and forth, but he doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to hurt his back because he has a bad back.
Yeah.
And he golfs.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time in corporate America, right? And he's retired, you said?
Yes.
What is he doing now? Just house dadding it up?
Yep. He does all my laundry. He does all he does it all because he's like, okay, what's going on? What's the pickleball schedule today? And I'm like, pickleball, then Pilates, then pickleball.
Nice. And what's his name?
Greg.
Greg, shout out to you, Greg, for doing all the amazing things that you do.
He does.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I love it, Melissa. Thank you so much for being on the Big Dink Energy podcast. I'm going to get you all the information about PickleCon for sure. You can come hang out at our booth and hang out with us. We're going to have a good time. Thank you so much for being on the Big Dink Energy podcast.
Yes, thank you.
It's time for Pick 6.
Pick 6, where we take one question and each bring 2 answers and immediately regret to agreeing to the segment. This episode's Pick 6 is things that feel luxurious now that didn't 10 years ago. Things that feel luxurious now that didn't 10 years ago.
Flexible schedules.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one. I 100% agree with
I
that.
love time freedom more than anything I could possibly think of.
I was literally thinking about that today. My number one absolute thing that feels so luxurious to me is my towel warmer. Because I put my robe and my towel in it, and getting out of the bath and just having that right there next to the bathtub so it doesn't have time to cool off. It's just so nice.
I'm glad you got us one because I didn't know I needed one either.
I know.
Yeah. Mine is kind of along the same lines. A hot shower with good water pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Like getting into bed, like with clean sheets and a made bed, like that, just that feeling of a long day, and then you just like crawl into bed.
Yes. Every time that happens, I crawl into bed and I wiggle around. I'm
I'm so glad to be here right now.
Yes. My husband thinks I'm absolutely insane. Along with that is my weighted blanket. I have a 30-pound weighted blanket, and it is the best thing. I don't know how I lived my life without it.
This is something I've come to enjoy of late, especially after the knee replacement. Parking close to the entrance. That is a luxury for sure. Tell us what you think. Get all up in our socials. What is your thing that feels luxurious now that didn't 10 years ago?
News you can use.
What if I said the $300 million pickleball?
300 million?
$300 million pickleball.
Like an actual ball, or like...
You should have waited. You're right. Fraud. $300 million pickleball fraud, y'all. Father and son. Wah, wah, wah. Yes.
Okay,
We're going to
hear those
name
deeds.
names. Randy Miller and Chad Miller, a father and son duo from Arizona. They built Legacy Park, originally called Bell Bank Park in Mesa, Arizona. One of the biggest pickleball facilities in the country. Cost nearly $300 million to build. 24 courts. Hosted APP, PPA, MLP, ABC, 123, BBD. It looked legit. Here's the problem. They funded the whole thing with fraud. Yep. They forged documents to fake interest, claiming Manchester United wanted to use it for training. They didn't. Creating fake financial projections to convince investors the place would print money. Lying about the status of the project. They bought multiple vehicles for themselves. They dropped $400,000 on a house. Dream bigger, Randy. Jesus.
400,000?
Yeah. Enrich them. Maybe properties are tough out there in Mesa, Arizona. It's the desert, so yeah. They enriched themselves with a project was already circling the drain. Defaulted within months of opening, filed for bankruptcy, $300 million to build, sold for less than $26 million. Someone is getting pennies on the dollar at courts out there.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait, so they did host PPA and stuff there?
They were saying they were going to.
Oh, they said they were going to when they were trying to get it built.
Mm-hmm. When they're trying to get investors.
Yeah.
Right, and PPA is probably like, this is the first we're hearing.
Right.
Yeah, so you hear all this stuff, and that's just a typical Tuesday for our Congress.
True. That's crazy.
Yeah, Randy Miller, 6 years in prison. Chad Miller, he should have got more for being named Chad. 5 years in prison. Both 3 years supervised release after prison.
All I know is like, what do they think they're not going to get caught?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, of course.
But then also, like, okay, if you have millions of dollars to invest into something, why do you not have people that you pay to research?
Do a risk assessment.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like that, I mean, honestly, that kind of falls on you for being that stupid.
Well,
That is true.
They did build it, and there was play. Kids played on it. People played on it. PPA events ran there, but everything else was just fraud underneath. So
that's the thing. It's like, okay, we own several businesses, and I can't get away with missing a signature on something.
Right.
You know, and it's like, so how did they get away with this?
Like, it is 2026. Everything is verifiable at this point. And I don't understand how you're going, oh, here's $100 million just because you said this was going to happen.
Right.
Sir, I will make you $300
Did it list
million.
who the investors were? They probably were like, please don't.
Well, so that's another good point. I mean,
do they have to pay restitution?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I don't know how.
I mean, you can't get blood from a turnip. They were already not wealthy enough.
Ordered to pay $228 million in restitution jointly. Randy has to forfeit $7.3 million. Chad has to forfeit $4.8 million. They're probably doing feet stuff on OnlyFans.
They're never going to be able to do that.
Out of the $300 million, that's all that their restitution included.
So who bought it?
It doesn't say.
So is it active?
But that does. Yeah, it is. It is now. It's up and running and all that. The thing that if you're an investor, did you just see the dollar signs and you're like, yes, I'm in? Where's your due diligence?
That's what we're saying.
Yeah. Where is your due diligence?
Like, you have a team of people at this point when you have that much money. Why did they not look into these people and be like, okay, Chad doesn't even know what he's doing.
Right.
Yeah,
He didn't even graduate high school.
I do due diligence on leaving a $1 tip. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's on them.
That is on them.
I
That
agree.
sucks. That's a big property.
Yeah. I didn't know it was for sale.
I know.
We should have got it.
we should have
would've.
swooped in.
Big Dink Energy Courts coming to Mesa, Arizona.
It was
No,
only
we're not.
$23 million. They sold it for $23 million.
Yeah.
Psh, that's chump change.
Got that folded up in my wallet.
Yeah,
A couple $200 million bills.
You had to have the last word.
Last word.
That's it for this episode. Unless you've got something to say, think we got it wrong, have a better take, we want to hear it. Find us at bdepodcast.com or at BDE Podcast on the socials. Drop us a message. We might just feature you in the next episode. If you had a good time, well, samesies. If not, maybe try again. We grow on people. So you know the deal. Follow the show, tell a friend, and leave us a review. Or just pretend this never happened. Until next time, keep the Dinks soft and the energy big. I can cozy like nobody else.